We really don't know why certain people die and other people don't even develop symptoms.
1 year in, and the fight against COVID-19 has shown that a strong network of cells and proteins is essential in defending the body against infection. We call it the immune system. While the young and healthy seem to have the better immunity, it is the old and not so healthy that are at greater risk.
I always say humans, we have lived beyond our biological evolutionary age. Because, human, we have medicine, we have hospitals. If we live as animals without Medicare, our average lifespan is around 40, 45. When you get to 60 and above, the risk factor goes like by a log. Why? Because our immune defense and tolerance system are primed to function at age group maybe from, after you're born until maybe 40 and 50.
In this era, we have an epidemic of obesity, chronic illnesses such as hypertension, diabetes. People are living longer because of medical technologies. We are creating individuals with poor immunity, such as the cancer survivors or the transplant people. But the immunity is poorer now and makes them at risk.
But this comes as no surprise to scientists who have known for years now that a strong immune system is the key to fewer diseases. And bats may just be the perfect specimen to prove this.
So our study demonstrated that bats have gone through 65 million years of evolution to adapt to their flight capability. During that time, they have to evolve a very balanced host defense and a tolerance mechanism. So they carry lots of different viruses without disease, but they also make bats, aging slowly, much healthy. They don't suffer heart disease, less prone to cancer, they don't have diabetes, they don't have autoimmune disease, and the list goes on and on.
With COVID-19 infections reaching the 100 millions and a cure for the virus still bubbling away in labs around the world, doctors begin encouraging people to improve their own immunity instead. And besides their suggestions of exercising and eating healthily comes an old favourite, the sunshine vitamin.
Vitamin D, from the textbooks of yesteryears, when I was a student, was primarily a bone vitamin. You needed it to keep strong, healthy bones, and you take it with calcium because it's needed for calcium absorption. In the last 5 to 10 years, the story of vitamin D has changed. It has a massive role to play in immunology, in the immune function, how the body regulates the immune function, and the defense of the individual against other viruses and bacteria.
But this is no groundbreaking discovery to scientists, as the benefits of vitamin D have been long proven with influenza. From a BMJ published study in 2017, a team of researchers at Queen Mary University of London discovered that daily supplementation of vitamin D reduced risk of respiratory infection by half. But its effectiveness for COVID-19 still gets hotly debated, despite recent studies showing that vitamin D makes a difference.
Many scientists are not totally convinced on the story of vitamin D. But there is increasing data and the early results are very exciting, very promising. A recent paper published in September-October, JAMA, showed that individuals with low vitamin D, if they were replaced and followed up, they're less likely to develop COVID-19. And if they do, they ended up with milder illness.
And so while much more research is needed, there seems to be no harm in giving vitamin D a shot.
In the right population, vitamin D may make a difference between living and dying. After all, it's quite harmless to take it, it's almost free, and it's readily available in practically all countries.